Hello, Andrew. Thank you very much for coming to Multicore World again. It's a real pleasure, a real honor, and always it's an interesting question that I ask to all the speakers, all the way from Edinburgh. Why Multicore World? What makes it different to other meetings and conferences from all over the world?
It's an amazing set of people in quite a small space, so we get to have some very lively, informal discussions, and sometimes it's discussions across different areas of expertise, and that triggers quite a lot of thought process. You know, there's people here who design chips, and there's people here who do digital twins and simulation, and
so the apparent chaos of the program is actually an asset.
It is. It's quite lively, and you do get that chance to speak to people, and that's quite a helpful thing.
So technically, people should be jealous of you.
Yes, they should.
In a more serious note, you are now, congratulations for the acquisition from Intel, so now you are at a different scale that you have been in Codeplay, and a very ambitious ecosystem that you are going to develop, but this is a straightforward question. I mean, we have platforms like Open Compute Project associated to Facebook, TensorFlow to Google. Why people will follow Open API assuming that it's just an Intel thing?
So we're really opening out one API now. So it's not going to be just an Intel thing. It's going to be an organization where Intel's going to donate a lot of code, but Codeplay will donate stuff. But we're getting other people involved in it, so it will be one API.
When you say donate, it sounds good, but it's always a catch. Is there a catch? Because I mean, the catch comes, okay, I donate 80%, but if you really, it's like the freemium, any freemium model.
It isn't like that now, right? It's you get this huge range of open source software which you can integrate into your own hardware and your own software and your own open source projects. I think right now it's a pretty good deal. I think if you look at Intel succeeds in open ecosystems,
yes.
Right? And Intel is a manufacturer as well as a chip designer,
yes,
and
yes.
Sometimes those.
I mean, Intel is not in the software business.
No, I think Intel has ambitions to be in the software business, but one API is the baseline platform to enable the software business, and it's also the baseline platform to enable the hardware of tomorrow.
Are you facing any competition? Would you say that, which would be the competitor of one API today or tomorrow?
So I think
it's a race that you need to win?
I think the main thing that we're competing with is CUDA from NVIDIA. That's the main competition, which is a single vendor implementation of a programming model. They've done a really, really good job on CUDA, but it's a system for programming just NVIDIA GPUs. And what I've been talking about today is if you have a programming model, doesn't matter how fantastic it is, if it doesn't let you innovate in hardware, it just doesn't fit where the industry is going right now. We're going in a direction of innovation in hardware.
So are we building perhaps independent silos that will be a world of NVIDIA and that way, and then we are?
No, we definitely don't want this to go in a siloed way. Mm-hmm. No, definitely not. I think that what we're doing is we're looking at the way software is moving, the way software and hardware is developed recently, and saying, right, we're going to standardize it, we're going to make it open, we're going to make it open source, we're going to have industry-wide governance. It won't just be Codeplay or Intel saying what the direction is. And, CPU technologies, which Intel has been hugely successful with for however many decades.
They won't disappear overnight.
Yeah, no, they're not going to disappear. They're definitely not going to disappear at all. But I mean, I think these new accelerator technologies are going to be important. But everyone knows how to do CPU technologies, right? You're not having to educate people. It's the first thing you learn when you learn about computers. You're learning about CPU technologies. For GPU and accelerator technologies, it's not so widely known. And so we're bringing in that best knowledge.
Do you have something in mind, let's say, for the next quarter or the next year or two?
For the next in this year, we really want to set up one API as an independent organization that's not controlled by any one organization or another, that is truly open. We want to be able to have a really clear message at the end of 2023. Look at one API. It is the open source ecosystem technology for the future of computing. For all of the things we've been talking about here, like digital twins, incredibly powerful simulations, massive machine learning models, having an open platform for that, I think is really important.
Fantastic. I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for coming to Multicore World. Thank you.
Thank you.